Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode uno tres. What was that? What was that doing?
Trying to add a little more to the intro first.
There it is. Yeah, look at him. Participation, people.
Give me a trophy.
Stabby stab, baby. Episode 13, lucky number 13, baby. I am your host, Drew, my co-host, co-creator, Anthony, and the woman behind the board, behind the lens, the third piece of the tripod, producer Lisa. We are your Fully Lacking team. How you doing, bud?
I am feeling the effects. What's the name
That's
of this?
impossible.
We're not getting the sponsorship. I already
You
dropped
took
the ball.
one drink.
3 drinks.
That's impossible.
It's just not sitting well with me. But it gives a little pep. Gives you wings.
Hey, honestly, let me ask you a question.
Okay. What's going on there, Drew?
Sorry. How was dinner? What was that experience
Are we talking
like?
about food?
Yeah.
Or are we talking about the rest of it?
Well, let's talk about both. How was the food?
I mean, the spaghetti was delicious. Shout out to Lisa for that.
Producer Lisa, baby.
I think
She
that
makes really good spaghetti sauce.
I enjoyed it.
Also, a really good noodle boiler. That's what we call our sex life, noodle boiling.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey. Anyways, what about after? How were the events after it?
You know, I've enjoyed the show and the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
I got to see a live action Mr. and Mrs. Smith right in front of me.
Paint our viewers and watchers and listeners and stalkers a picture here.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it was.
Over just a discussion over planning some events, and it switched moods rather quickly from joyous to not so joyous and back. And then there was just objects flying around me like a fucking scene from Matilda. And, you know, whether it's Parmesan or trouble pieces, it was just quite... And they're laughing about it now.
I think we were laughing
you know that
then.
meme where it's the little like furry creature, and it's like whenever your homie and his girl are having issues, and it's like,
nah, you're capping. We weren't yelling or screaming or anything.
no, there's trouble between y'all.
I said I'm about to throw. It's because there's a trouble game on the table. He was being punny.
Indeed.
That cup move was elite, though, huh? You didn't expect it, did you?
The splashing.
Were you shocked when it happened?
I was
I
shocked
looked
throughout the
over
whole
at
thing.
you and you were like you zoom in on that when you cut this clip. I was like splash, and Anthony's like, just like that.
I missed the get back. I probably should have stayed for the end.
Honestly, it was kind of a fail. She threw a whole cup at me, and I think it got my shoulder. He could have done better. I asked him to get involved. He said he wanted no parts of it. So, whoa, you guys couldn't see that, but she's hiccup. You can't have the hiccups on this show, dude. No. Producer Lisa is notorious for bad hiccups. Anyways, yeah, well, I'm glad you came over for dinner.
Yeah.
How was your week so far? It's been good. I guess technically it's early in the week, but how was it?
Yeah, I mean it's early in the week. Work is going all right. I went out to a comedy show with the homie, the homie that you've met on a few occasions.
The photographer.
No.
Oh, yeah. The one we went to Top Golf with.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
That was his first comedy show.
Did he pick on him?
No, we were in the middle. It was Mara Namini. Mm-hmm. That was one I was telling you about. And it was crazy because he sets up couples through like a little matching process at the show.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get the matches and the people on stage. It was a mess.
Wait, did you raise your hand?
No.
Come on,
I'm not doing that.
Anthony, you need to have friends. You can't go places without me. I would have absolutely been like, I would have raised my hand for you. You know me. You would have been on stage. You would have been. It would have been the time of your life.
You know how sad it was whenever people went up there and it's like, hey, who wants to match with this person? And there is like, he was really scraping the bottom of the barrel for one person. It was a sad scene. I didn't want to be. I'm glad I didn't do that. Like,
it was the physical embodiment of Tinder, dog.
Yeah, I mean, and it's rough in these streets.
These single streets.
It really is. So I'm glad I didn't take that risk. But
what if you would have? What if you would have found the love of your life and they were just sitting there and they're waiting for a person with your build and your hairline and your attitude and your profession to just walk up there and what I'm assuming were some pretty tight jeans, a greatly colored match shirt, nice shoes, and they're like, "Oh my, but Jesus."
You really like getting those digs in, so I'm not gonna let this slide.
Why was that a dig?
You know
Why
the context.
was that a dig?
This is just like earlier whenever I was bringing up the beard and you were getting mad defensive and it set off this domino effect.
What was wrong with your pants? Were they tight though?
You've made this comment before in a more joking
Bro,
fashion.
you squeeze into them pants, my boy. It's not bad. I wish I could squeeze in some pants, and it was by choice. You know what I mean? You know?
I really want to take
You
it there,
can cook
Drew.
me. You can cook me all you want. I didn't mean to cook you.
Is it a process of like Vaselining up before you like jump and slide in?
Nah, dude.
National Guard?
Nope.
I'll stop.
It's okay. Keep going.
No, I'm done.
The people
I'm
want to
done.
know how much you hate fat people.
I knew you were going with that narrative. That's a false narrative.
All right.
I love Drew.
Shout out to his metabolism. You know what I mean?
Anywho, look,
Yeah, bro, listen, there's nothing wrong with your tight jeans.
If my future ex-wife is in the audience at that show and was waiting for me, she could wait a little bit longer. That's
Listen.
not the way to go about it.
All right.
Because he asked the crowd chants best so when you have to give a kiss on stage. It's just a very manufactured scene.
You wouldn't have done that?
I no. I'd be pretty uncomfortable with that.
You absolutely would have kissed a girl on stage.
I don't know.
He all high fives.
It's a lot of
him.
pressure.
They skip off together.
The high five felt like a dig. I shared a high five story
Why
last
is that
episode.
such a bad? I'm not digging it. Why are you on defense right now? Why are you on high alert? Ain't nobody digging at you, dog.
I'm listening. And I'm paying attention, sir. But listen, we had a good time. We went out after that. I'm the listen master now.
Oh, let's go.
Look at me.
All right, master.
I'm the listen master now. We went out, had a good time.
Applebee's?
We went out. No, we went out to, I forget the name of the bar, but they had some pool. We stirred up the energy around the pool table. We set the tone for the night there.
Let's go.
We had a good time.
Did his brother show up?
I was supposed to, but I had other plans. It's cool. I was a wingman to some degree for the homie, and that went well for him. So proud of myself.
Oh, shout out to my guy.
What was your weekend and week been like?
Went to Eastern New Mexico to visit my big brother. Shout out to him. Got to see my nephew run worship at their church on Sunday.
Slow down. Did you say warship or worship?
Yeah, my bad. Worship.
What is he a commander or a religious figure?
In that time, he was the commander in chief of the worship.
Good
Yeah,
for him.
it was nice. He killed it. Him and his pops were up there together. I thought it was awesome. They're both incredibly musically inclined, and they led worship. We had some food. We visited their soon-to-be new house, the Pink Palace. Fingers crossed for them. Got caught in what was a flash flood and could almost taken our life. That was insane, by the way. I even stopped to like low-key argue with the cop. I'm like, dude, how am I going to get back home? He's like, I should just turn around. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? He's like, you should turn around. And I mean, it flooded pretty shortly after or before. It was crazy, dude. I just want to say it. The families and the people that have been affected in Ruidoso, New Mexico with just travesties of events. And I wish you guys nothing but blessings and healing and progress in these hard times. It is just unprecedented times. And I mean, yeah, I know that there's so many people doing their part. And yeah, we love you guys. You guys are in our hopes, our prayers, all that stuff. We got back to Cruces. We hung out yesterday. I did something yesterday, right? So we get back to Cruces. I go to sleep, right? It's time to go to bed. Nighty-night. Little sleepy poo, right? I didn't actually go to sleep, dog. I could not sleep. My 6-year-old, 6'2" son takes up the spot in the bed, right? He had anxiety about something. And so I was just kind of like stumbling around the house, like looking for stuff to do, looking at some work stuff. Turns out I look up, it's like 6:30 a.m. Hadn't slept. So I try to knock out. I think I knock out for about an hour, wake up, and it's like time to go. And I was like, you know what? It's my business. I don't have to. Yeah, I got incredible staff. I text my VP. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna nappy poo for a couple hours. I'll be in later. The second I start getting comfortable, I realize, oh, it's payroll day. So I get back up. I start doing stuff. I worked through the point where I was tired still. I went that whole day, dude, being exhausted. I had I think me and you talked. Me and you had a very scattered conversation. And you were like, dude, you need to go home. You can't be behind the wheel of a car.
I was pretty concerned for the safety of everyone in that vehicle.
I didn't go home.
Even though it was parked. I was still concerned about the
Bro,
safety.
I'm telling you, shout out to the BTF crew. We went and we got some pizza, some ice cream. We played 3 hours of 3-on-3 basketball. Yeah, we were out there, bro. We were grinding. It was awesome. We had a good time. And then I came home, slept for 8 hours. It's good. I'm feeling good today. Yeah. It was pretty cool. It was a nice weekend. Speaking of my weekend, dude, and I have to say it because I just literally snapped. Had nothing to do with producer Lisa pointing to our board, right?
Nope, nothing.
Nothing. We had an experience while we were in eastern New Mexico. Bro, we're at a hotel. I'm not going to say the name of the hotel, right? It's not a cheap hotel. If one thing I'm incredibly bougie about hotels I stay at, I always get the suites, I always get the higher floors. That's just how I am, right? It's not, dude. I don't care. I'll do that. We're paying a lot of money to be there one night, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. We go to a couple outings with my big brother and his son, and our son. You know my son, right? You met him, Baxter. Yeah, it's my guy. So, me, my brother, my nephew, producer Lisa, and Baxter are at a couple outings, right? And then I'm like, it's like 102 degrees out here. Our hotel has a pool outside. Let's hit the pool. My brother's like, cool, I'll meet you guys there. Me, Lisa, Baxter, we all get up, we get ready, get up to the room, we get our our suits on, we go down to the pool. There's a small family there. We jump in the pool. It's nice. I'm just chilling, my feet in. You know what I mean? I don't know how to swim, so I don't want to drown. Lisa's like, hey, even though it's 102 degrees outside, let's go get in the jacuzzi. Like, say less. I look over the jacuzzi. There's a mom with like a small child, maybe 1.5 years old, just with her little floaties in the jacuzzi, right? Cool, no big deal. Mom's on the outside of the jacuzzi, little kid's on the inside. We're good. We get in the jacuzzi. A Baxter's in there, chilling, living his best life. Lisa's in there, chilling, living her best life. I didn't really settle in. I couldn't get comfortable for some reason. I look over at this 1.5-year-old, and she stands up, and all this brown stuff just comes out of her bathing suit.
No.
I knew it just happened, right? There was no politeness. I did not move slightly. I was like, get out of the jacuzzi right now. Lisa, Baxter, out. Lisa, I guess, saw the look on my face. She's like, oh, we gotta go. We get out of the jacuzzi. I streamline, bro, to our room. I put Baxter in the shower. I scrubbed his skin off his body, right? Lisa, same. I'm in there for like 20, 25 minutes, scrubbing nooks and crannies and nooks.
Baxter did look a little different today without the skin. I was like, hey, you're
strange.
missing like your epidermis.
Yeah, it was
like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's good. It'll grow back. It's the biggest organ on the body.
Yeah.
Ding. I don't know what's supposed to be here, but
the more you know. I'll put a flying star.
So even worse, right? Even more. Follow me on this. What if for that split second I wasn't looking to my left and I was looking to my right, and we just stayed in that jacuzzi?
You would have been in some soup after that point. Some nice stew right there.
I wish you could have seen my Google searches. Oh, it was E. coli poisoning left and right. Is that what it's called?
E. coli?
E. coli? E.
Sound
coli?
like you said eagle eye.
No, E. coli.
It still sounds
E.
like
coli.
you're saying E. coli.
E. coli. E. coli poisoning left and right. I mean, what are signs? How do you get it? And I learned how you get it. It's actually really disgusting. You have to it has to go in your mouth. Like, obviously in the pool was gross, like shower for sure. But you have to consume it. Like, it has to be, you know what I mean? So if Baxter was drinking the water, or Lisa decided to take a fucking spoonful and just start shoveling it in her mouth. You know what I mean? I also learned that at any given time, boop, 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 any human, boop, 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 that's us, that's my signal sound, 0.014% poop is on our bodies at all time. Boop, boop, boop. I should say
probably a little
boop,
higher for
boop,
me.
Boop. Oh yeah, you ghost poop. It's not actually ghost poops. You just
like
don't
zombie
wipe.
poop.
You just don't wipe. You have itchy butthole, pretty normal? Yeah. You know why?
Pause for it. Just kidding.
Come on.
I'm just playing. Look, You know, I'm a clean person. You know what kind of sucks?
I know
It's
you
a
are.
little off a detour.
That's
Is
okay.
you're very protective of my image when it comes to me being not seen as like not a tough guy.
Yeah.
But you're very willing to throw out my hygiene image.
It makes you seem harder, you know?
I know it's just not
Like
of
a
importance.
rugged, stinky boy.
How rugged? I don't know what we were pounding right there for. Like that didn't make any sense to
Love
me.
pounding you, dude.
How quick? How many
Very quick.
milliseconds would you say between the streamline into the jacuzzi and then streamlining to the room?
Less than a minute. It was abruptly exiting. I know the mom saw it happen.
What did the mom say?
Nothing.
Oh.
She didn't even take the kid out of the pool.
Oh.
I snitched. I told the front desk. Only after we'd got cleaned.
What words did you use?
I said, listen, I'm not blaming anybody, but you guys need to close down that jacuzzi because somebody pooped in it. She's like, what? And I was like, I'm just saying, dude, I saw it. It affected me and my family. We had to get out, wash up, get cleaned. I'll let you know how that goes in an email to your manager. I'm just kidding.
If they would have brought in a sketch artist, would you have described the little girl to help him identify the...
Never that.
No?
It's too much. It's too far.
Okay.
Yeah. It was an anonymous tip.
Okay.
Anonymous. I even gave a fake room number.
Really? No way.
Yeah.
What was the concern with, like, to the point of giving a fake room number? Like, what was...
I don't
the
know.
little girls can come retaliate and just drop a dookie
Dude,
right in front of the hotel room?
those people...
Sickos.
Dude, if you have a toddler in the pool, wear a fucking swim diaper, you psychotic fuck. What? Why would you not put your kid in a fucking swim diaper? Dude, that's disgusting.
Let it all out. Let it all out, man.
It's just gross. It's gross. My son never, dude, never. That's disgusting.
Lisa, did you see any of the outcome?
No, I didn't have my contacts in, so I saw nothing.
Y'all would have really been vulnerable if you hadn't have seen it come out, and then you don't have your contacts in, and then like I can imagine little Baxter being in there like, hey, there's poop in here. I don't like. Sometimes as parents we can be a little dismissive, and imagine just like letting that stew.
Well, it was runny poop. It was runny poop.
Well, it was swimming when it hit the water.
Yeah, it was. That's disgusting, bro. Yeah, and literally, like, even talking about it now makes my skin curl. Is that the right curl? Skin crawl. What is wrong with me today?
Yeah, I think you just have a little bit like of an accent sometimes.
All right.
Yeah, and I made you self-conscious with the worship.
Yeah, I want to speak well. I'm sorry if I'm not enunciating things correctly. Yeah, no, it was a hard one. It brought me to like, because I know where. I know that it's like weird to like think that could happen all the time, right? Like, oh, public pools are disgusting. My nephew was like, I'm not going to a hotel pool. I don't trust those things. It's like, yeah, right, dude. Don't be weird. Don't be freaking superstitious. Just come. But now I'm starting to think that kid might be onto something. That superstitious little nephew of mine might be onto something. You superstitious at all? You have like tap the knob 3 times before you turn it, or like what's your?
I think it's OCD.
What's your fleet?
Low key OCD right there.
Yeah.
I have some weird beliefs.
Let me hear him. I want to hear him.
I don't know how or when this belief originated.
Okay.
But whenever I clean my ears with Q-tips in the morning, which is usually highly recommended against because it's not for that. But
Dude,
it's like,
that's the only thing those are for.
like,
Q-tip people, I know you're taking the liability out of it. Like someone punctures an eardrum or freaking trips and lands on it. Grow up, dude. We use them for that.
we know what it
We know what it's for. Why else would you have made them that shape? We have cotton balls. We don't need cotton balls on a stick.
Yeah, what is?
It doesn't even make sense.
Come on now.
Anyways.
So in the mornings when I'm cleaning my ears, however much wax I have on the Q-tip, I'll associate that with how many people were talking trash about me the day before. It's very paranoid.
How are them ears looking?
I think my ears have been pretty clean lately.
You're with the right one, my boy.
Well, what do you got? What do you got?
Superstitions. I honk anytime I go under bridges. Well, a specific bridge in Santa Fe. I honk under it. My friend used to do it in high school, and he said it was like for a reason, and so I always did that.
For a reason?
Yeah, like he didn't tell me the reason though. He just did it. Oh, I like don't do any weird stuff like walk under ladders, open umbrellas inside. I don't do any of that stuff.
Black cats. If you have a black cat cross, what's your feelings on that?
I don't like cats. I don't hate cats. I don't like cats. I feel like they're plotting, they're little plotters, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no umbrellas inside.
So a lot of superstitions.
Which is like normal ones, right?
What's the table salt one?
I guess I'm not like super weird, right? But I guess I'm a little superstitious, for sure. My nephew was rightfully superstitious, and he saved himself a E. coli scare. Yeah. Shout out to him and his angelic voice.
What? An angelic voice?
His voice is incredible. Incredible.
It's a fully lacking moment. I meant to say earlier, does your family just have a passion for like public speaking? Because I know you've expressed a dream of like being like a great public speaker.
Yeah.
I think there's some aspect to that, to like the whole worship kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think like, so my brother's actually an incredible pastor. Like the way he delivers his teachings on Sundays is crazy. And I'm not going to say I'm like a super like righteous dude, you know what I mean? Like I'm not like, but I am discovering faith again. Since Baxter got real sick, I kind of stepped out of it, and I've enjoyed my journey to find that again. But it's cool to see, especially like a big brother, right? And somebody that I didn't know. Me and him, and if you'll be around us for Baxter's birthday, right? We'll be at the house, and you'll understand. Dude, I adore that guy. He's like immediately too. Like there was no, it's cool. It's cool. And so I think that we're all really, my dad was a great speaker. But I don't know, like my sisters, like my sister Jessica, she could roast the shit out of you. Which is ironic because she was cremated. So joke's on her. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Liggies. But is that the first dead sister joke I've done?
I think you've walked the line there, but this is definitely you crossing the line, which is why I'm trying to find my comfort level and laughing at it.
You didn't you didn't think that was good?
It was funny. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ready to laugh at that yet.
Yeah.
Do you have performance superstitions like before you get on stage?
I have to hear my breathing. I know this sounds weird, but I'll explain. And I know Lisa said this the other day. She's like, it's not hard to hear that. But dude, she cooked me for no reason. But I have to hear my breathing in my head because that means I've zoned out. Like I'm zoned to like being sound sensitive. Like I did a show at the El Paso Coliseum. Is that what it's called? Right. And I opened up for some pretty big names, and I don't have ear monitors, right? I don't have ear monitors. I don't have like, and so, oh shoot. I don't have ear monitors. And so I had never performed in such a big place to the point where, because the crowd, and I know I'm not bragging, dude. Like I couldn't hear the music over the crowd. I had a great set. So I had to go off the bass, like the feeling of the bass. But if I wouldn't have like matched my breathing to be able to like really zone in on like sounds that I am familiar with, like I know it sounds weird, but it's really strange, but I'm able to do it. And I would have failed that show, but if I can't hear myself before I go on stage, it's a problem. Like I'll separate myself from everybody so I can like zone out for a second. And I've done shows where I didn't do that and they were bad shows. Because I don't have like backing vocals. Like it's just a beat in my voice. And I mean, you've seen my performances. They're very raw. You know what I mean? Like I am very proud of my performance capabilities, and but that's a big one for me. Like
You're like a sniper. Like whenever you play like a shooting game, and all you can hear when you hit like the focus button, and all you hear is the breaths. That's what it reminds me of. Just like really zoning in.
I do, dude. I really focus on my breathing, and it's I guess that'd be a superstition. I don't really drink before I perform. but that's more of like a rule of thumb for me.
It's like good habits, weird habits, and then superstitions. We're kind of walking that line there. I think that Probably it's just nerves. I don't think it falls into any of these categories. But before I'd like do a rap battle, mostly rap battles, I would have to pee. I think it's gonna go into weird territory real quick. There's this rap battle video I saw, and it was filmed in Albuquerque, and this dude just wet himself on stage. And I think I've always had that fear of that happening to me.
So I'm like, that's not gonna ever happen.
I gotta wet my bladder.
He clearly was not well.
I gotta empty my bladder before I go on stage.
Okay, can you go into context on this? Like, what do you mean? He just peed his pants?
Yeah, like just in the middle of the battle, he peed his pants.
Why?
I don't know if it was nerves for him or whatever, but
did he lose?
I hope so. I mean,
he came back and won that battle. That'd have been, who was it? You can't tell me.
I can't remember the name.
Pee boy. Pee pants.
MCP pants.
MCP pants.
Yeah. So maybe that is borderline superstition, but I don't know. It's a strange fear I have.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm superstitious about performances without mic stands. It's not for me. I look awkward up there. I need a mic stand. I had Lisa go to a whole other establishment one night before I was about to open up for like MB Riders. And I've been very fortunate to be in a place now where even if they're not like the biggest artists and it's not the most packed show, even though those were pretty packed, I'm like on right before the main artist, right? Like it was me and then it was like Yin Yang Twins for that big show I did in El Paso. And then I was about to go on and I needed a mic stand. So Lisa and my friend Trisha, Trisha was with you. Who was it? Trisha was there.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, it was Dev. That was the night Dev was there. Oh, because Trisha was at the Kurt Cobain show. Okay. What? Trisha was getting engaged and proposed to.
This morning, I was listening to like 2000s R&B, and I just got tempted to do like a Ja Rule impression.
I have a good one.
Really? Go ahead.
Right now? You go first.
No.
Yeah, he goes first. Yeah, you got to go first because then you won't want to do it.
Can you give me some lyrics? Because I'm...
what would I be without you?
What would I be without you?
No. What would I be without you?
Sound like Cookie Monster.
You sound like
I know.
Cookie
I'm saying I sound like Cookie Monster, sir.
What would I be without my baby?
What would I be without my cookies? That'd be a funny skit, right?
I got 100 clips. Neighbor, I'm from New York.
I'm from Sesame Street.
What is happening right now? Lisa's laughing and the desk is shaking. Oh, dude, I don't know. Ja Rule. I don't know where we were going.
I got another one.
Okay.
It's a Wiz Khalifa's laugh.
Okay.
I've done it better. It's not my best.
I have a good one.
Okay.
That was a great laugh. I was just saying that was a great laugh. Who's that?
It's Trump.
That's Trump. I walked into this room. I said, wow, what a nice room. I was just saying to myself, what a nice room. So it's okay. Huh? You got to like taper off and you got to do this a lot. I was thinking, great sound. I was thinking, what a great sound. It's just, he always brings himself into the conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, I have a great car. I was talking to myself just the other day, this is a great car. I don't know why.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right. Shane Gillis taught me that.
I got a Biden impression.
Okay. Wait, hold on. That was good. Do it one more time. You're a loser, he says. He told him, you're a loser. You're a loser, Trumpy. I have a 2 handicap. Wow.
Where were we at?
It doesn't matter, dude. I have an idea. I want to do something. There's things that you do certain times a year. Could be summer, could be winter, could be fall, could be spring, could be autumn. Doesn't matter. I want us to rank 3 of them. This could be, we are going to do a seasonal draft, right? Top three, Fully Lacking Podcast seasonal draft 2024. 3 picks, 3 rounds. We're going to go. First round.
I'll go first.
Yep.
Pumpkin patch.
Oh, wow. I would have never taken you for a pumpkin patch, Papi. What? You didn't like that?
I'm gonna change my IG to Pumpkin Patch Papi.
Dude, please do it. Pumpkin Patch Papa.
I love getting lost in the maze with
Do you? Is that what you love doing?
with Dexter.
That's amazing.
We're not doing the ant thing again, bro.
right,
you had
sorry.
your moment. I'm gonna need you to let that go.
Sorry.
You have some good ones, but
Amazing? Come on, dude. All right, I'm done.
the maze, picking pumpkins. That's tough, bro.
No, it's not, dude. Just
It's one of those things that you have to repeat 5 times and you slip up. It's a tongue twister. Put some respect on it.
Okay, so picking pumpkins.
Words.
Picking
pumpkins at the patch. Precariously picking pumpkins at the patch is
happening.
Precariously
picking pumpkins at the patch for pumpkin picking. All right, dude. Get it out.
It's fun.
Today.
The activities are fun.
Okay. How's the food?
That food's I mean, at least at the one here in Las Cruces. If you go out to the one like more towards El Paso.
There's one in Moriarty that was really cool. Shout out to them, dude.
That's a random place.
It's awesome. What is it called? What's that one called?
McCall's
Pumpkin Patch, dude. It's sick. All right, so that's your first round draft pick. Is pumpkin patching.
Yeah.
All right. Mine, barbecuing. It's a big deal for me. Summer's out.
That's a good one.
Guns are out. There's a Bluetooth speaker in the backyard. You got the grill popping. You got a cold brewski or non-alcoholic beverage, whatever your choice is. It's great, dude. It's nice. No wind, a little sun, not too hot. Perfect. It's my number one draft pick immediately. I don't even got to think about it.
What's your go-to barbecue?
Brats. But you got to boil them before in some beer. Some beard broiled brats. Shout out to my father-in-law for that one. That boy can grill. He could cook. He could fix a car.
Manly man.
No wonder he has kids, dude. How'd you get off that guy? You know what I mean? Your mom's sick right now. I think she's pregnant. I'm telling you, she's pregnant. You send her this clip. Yeah, so my go-to is definitely burgers and brats. But brats you got to brown them, bro. You got to make sure they're nice and crispy looking. Hot dogs is fun. You've had some of my barbecue chicken.
I believe I had some of your burgers too.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good grill master, dude. I can grill. I can get on there. You know what I mean? I could flip them cheeks. I'm in there. Yeah, so that's draft 1 for me, round 1. Round 2, pick 2. What are you thinking?
Man.
What are you thinking?
I would say I really enjoy going to like San Jacinto Plaza in El Paso during Christmas season when it's all lit up.
Oh, okay, cool.
And just walking around. I think I really enjoy that vibe and that experience.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not much of like a... Yeah, I might even get some hot chocolate. I'm not a big hot drinker, you know. But or a churro, you know. Grab a little snack action. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. You're speaking my language, Papa.
That'd be number 2.
Number 2. Listen. I got a number 2.
Do we need to take a break for
Yeah,
it?
I got to leave. My number 2 is, it might be a little strange. Me and Lisa have done this before. So me and Lisa did this before together. We went on a trip for Christmas to San Antonio, and we were just a bunch of yipper snaps. You know what I mean? And Christmas Day, we woke up, and what did we do? We went and watched movies.
Yep.
I love it. It doesn't matter what holiday it is. I love being able to watch a movie on a holiday. Go to a theater, get you some popcorn, a little candy, and a drink. It's awesome to me. I love that, dude. And it is seasonal because it has to be a holiday. It has to be. If people put an asterisk next to it, that's fine. But that's my second round draft pick. All right, bro. We're down. We're in the fourth quarter here. I know it's the third. We're in the fourth quarter here.
Math,
what's
hard.
that last pick for you? Let me hear it. Talk. Let me hear it. Pause for thinking.
Spring break trips. Spring break vacations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just being able to leave somewhere. I mean, with kids in tow because they're out of school.
Love that.
Being able to just set up something. I mean, my last trip didn't go well. It was to Denver, and we were sick and got them sick.
You guys were sick, huh?
Yeah, and we got the people we met for like 5 minutes sick. Shout out to them for being gracious and forgiving. But I think it's it's always a good time being able to enjoy yourself during that little stuff. Then you get back to work, you get back to school.
Yeah.
Keep your life going. But
I like that. That's cool.
yeah.
Are-
Oh, and additionally,
Yeah.
that's during my birthday. It's also close to Dexter's birthday. So I think that adds an extra layer of enjoyment to it. You
Yeah,
know?
your guys' birthdays are relatively close, huh?
Like 11 days apart, 12,
Huh.
something like that.
Mine and yours are a day apart.
Yeah.
No, wait, you're the 25th or 6th?
Are you serious?
Or is it the 23rd?
23rd.
Wow.
So you're a day before me on the day after. No, don't break up, dude. That's a good third pick. I like it. Mine's gonna be a little sentimental. It's gonna be a little sentimental. Don't worry. I'm not gonna Al Bundy this and have a speech. I know you hate that. Mine is Christmas. Christmas Eve to be specific, when we're in Santa Fe. When I was a kid, my dad, one of the fondest memories of a child. We would go up to Cerro Gordo Road, right? And we would go to what they call luminarias.
Oh.
And it's a religious biblical thing. You basically light the way for Jesus, right? So is it light the way for Jesus? I can't remember. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. But I was obviously raised incredibly Catholic. So, but we would go to my Uncle Jerry's and it would just be family and cousins and aunties and uncles. And it was so awesome, dude, because for a moment, time stopped. And I remember as a little kid just looking up, because in Santa Fe, where Cerro Gordo is, it's mountainous up there. So kind of in the hills a little bit. My Aunt Barbara doesn't believe she lives on a mountain. She does. And the tree line would break open right kind of where my Uncle Jerry's spot was, where we would do it. And I just remember I'd be looking for Santa, right? It was the fondest memory that I had as a kid. And man, to go back just to be like a ghost of that and just watch and see it again. Like, I just loved it. I loved that moment. It was cool. My third round draft pick would be Christmas in Santa Fe.
Do you think Illuminatias are strictly, like, I wonder, is
I
that a
think they're
Southwest
Catholic.
thing? Is that a New
Yeah.
Mexico thing?
I don't know. If you guys know, put it in the comments. I have no idea. I don't know.
I have good memories of driving around with my family when I was younger, looking at Christmas lights and kind of doing that tour around.
Mm-hmm.
So I can definitely relate to the fondness of those memories.
I love that, dude. Yeah, it's cool, huh? So your first round draft pick was...
My first round pick was the pumpkin patch.
Yep, Pumpkin Patch Papi.
Second was El Paso during Christmas time.
Yep.
And then third was spring break vacations.
Love that. Mine was barbecuing in the summer, holiday movies, any holiday. It could be any season, and I love that. And then lastly, Christmas in Santa Fe. Listen, you guys have just witnessed the first ever seasonal outings draft. That's huge. We're innovators. Look at us. It's like we invented electricity, just a lot less important. Who created the wheel?
Unga Boonga.
That's incredibly
What is it?
short-sighted of you. I don't know.
What is short-sighted?
Dude,
Oh, sight.
social media sites. That's where we're going. Talk
Indeed.
to them about it. Not Indeed. Stop bringing that up, dude. You don't need a job.
And we're not hiring.
Yeah, stop asking.
No guests.
Nope.
An intern wouldn't be too bad.
Nah, that'd be okay.
And in turn, we can go back to
I
social
hate that.
media.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Look,
won't, I
you have me
promise.
on edge.
I promise I won't do it.
Facebook,
Face page.
Instagram,
Instagram.
TikTok.
Ticker talker.
Just find us somewhere.
Find us on socials, baby.
Find me. Just put me out of my misery
Dude,
right now.
listen. This is fun. This is why we do it. YouTube. The YouTube.
The
Can't forget
YouTube.
about the YouTubes.
The bells, the whistles.
Click them, like them, comment, talk your shit.
We appreciate y'all watching.
Love y'all.
Episode 13 is a wrap. Fully lacking podcast. We're done, bro.
Peace.